Igbo obi Igbo, ekelekwa m unu, ụmụ Biafra, udo dịrị unu. Unu ma na ndị be anyị si nọ na-eme ụkwa ruo oge ya ọda. Asị m kwuo masị na oge ụkwa ịda erugo. Na nkwuwa okwu ndị aghọtaghị ihe m na-ekwu bụ na oge akụzugo, elekere akụzugo mgbe Biafra ga-eji abata. Otu a ka anyị ga-eji die ọkwa ịhụ DSP ihe ya na ọsọ na-eme. Otu a ka anyị ga-eji die tili ruo Disemba 2nd. Anyị na ha ga na-eme ihe maka na hapụrụ m ihe m anaghị eso okwu. For those of you who don't understand the Igbo language because you are a Biafran and it's not a must that you must hear Igbo language, you have your own vernacular. But if you hear Igbo language, we are all the same. But don't feel cheated and don't feel as if I'm insulting anybody. No. I'm just updating the mind of Biafrans on what is on ground and what is happening now. And I'm in position to proffer solution to whatever it is. So I greet you. Good evening, good night, good morning, and good afternoon. Depends on your time zone. I found it necessary to use this opportunity in this media to inform you that the time we are supposed to do the necessary thing have come. So, Honorable Nwanne Agbaloso, if you hear the shout of your brother, don't run away. Be your brother's keeper. Watch the back of your brother and the back of your sisters, because the detractors are increasing power on daily basis, and there are things that made their mind strong to disobey the order of Biafra government, which we don't find it necessary. Because anywhere you go, any country you go, there is a law guiding that country. So for long, we have told Nigeria police terrorists to leave Biafra land, that they are not, Biafrans are not a part of Nigeria. And they, Nigeria police, are not a part of Biafra land. Biafrans have their own police and their own militaries. So these are the people who are causing commotion and mayhem in Biafra land. So as you see him dressed, is a DSP, district superintendent of police. I mean, deputy superintendent of police, DSP, deputy superintendent of police. So he's supposed by now to know the law that rule every country. As he is claiming to be a Nigerian, and as he is claiming to be a police officer, a senior police officer, because DSP is a senior police officer. So he's supposed to understand that he has no right to wear Nigeria uniform in Biafra land. Some of you may quote me right, some of you may quote me wrong, but I want to inform you that we are all brothers and sisters. I'm not only fighting for Biafrans, I'm not only fighting for Igbos, I'm also fighting for Hausas and Yorubas and Africans as a whole, because bad governance and bad leaders have jeopardized the futures of many youths in Africa at large, and especially in Biafra land. So for this reason, I don't believe that for us to be separated from Nigeria and to become an independent state of Biafra. So I don't believe that anything is wrong with that. And I didn't see anything wrong with that. But buy wisdom and they don't sell it. Try to understand that there is no any amount of pleading or begging that you can proffer to Nigeria government for him to listen to you, for Biafrans to go or to release Mazen Amdekan, except by the means of force or by the use of force, using heavy-handedness on them, because they violated international law, all right, as the United Nations, who is above all the countries on earth, give Buhari order and Tinubu to release Mazen Amdekan unconditionally and compensate him for tarnishing his image, and they ignore it. So this has become judgment exclusively reserved and imposed on Nigeria government, that they are violators of laws. They violate their own judiciary, their Supreme Court and their Court of Appeal, their Federal High Court. So thinking that Biafra, they can put Biafra inside their pocket, because they believe that when you give an Igbo man or a Biafra man 10 million naira, he will kill his people for you so that Nigeria will remain one. That time has passed. So I'm taking you gradually so that you understand what we are doing, because some of you seem to have not up till now understand what is going on in the contraction called Nigeria. That this uniform is what they are using for stealing. This uniform, they are using it for raping. They are using this uniform for kidnapping. They are using this uniform and a gun for intimidation of every kind, any kind of intimidation. Understand? They are using it for banditry. They are using it for terrorism. So that you will not say a word because you see him as a police officer, and you believe that police officer is a friend to the civilians, to the masses in the city, in the country, which is supposed to be so. Police is supposed to be friends to the citizens of every country on earth. But Nigeria police are not friends. They are the worst enemy, the arch enemy of the citizens of Nigeria, because you see them, they shoot at sight, they shoot sporadically, as their slave master have given them order. You see that Nigeria is not yet independent. They are not independent. Talk more of calling them an independent state. No, they don't have any independence. They have not experienced independence before. Nigeria is not a sovereign nation. And this is why you are seeing what you are seeing. It's just a group of people of different kind that are being gathered together in one place, say to manage themselves. So now you can see that the center have collapsed. There's nothing to manage. The best thing is what? Everybody should go its way. And Fulanese said they will not leave Biafra land. They said they will not leave Igbo land. Masterminded and orchestrated by Igbo politicians and Igbo elites. So we are using this opportunity to let the Fulani Mietiala terrorists in military and police and DSS uniform to understand that Biafrans can defend themselves and defend their territory, defend their country, and defend their people if it becomes so, if case turns to be like that. So we are not restraining, we are not running away from the battle. We are ever ready to take what belongs to us, because we cannot, because of intimidation of your uniform, and relinquish that which belongs to us. We cannot do that. So, my fellow Biafrans, what I'm telling you this moment is that the legitimization of Nigeria police and DSS and militaries and what have you have just begun. So, as the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in exile have spoken, and even urge them to leave so that there will be peace. Let them go in peace and let Biafrans have their own peace. They said they must die in Biafra land. They must die in Igbo land. Well, it is a choice. Death is a choice. Life is a choice. We are not interested in anybody's dead body, and we are not interested in shedding blood. Biafrans does not shed blood. They are not terrorists. But if you have made up your mind to die, we cannot stop you from dying. So, but what we are saying is, go back to the north, go back to Yoruba land, go and die there, because you are not a Biafran and you have no right to wear Nigeria Security Forces uniform in Biafra land. All right, because Biafra is a nation. They have their own police, they have their own military, and they have their own uniform. Their police have their own uniform, their militaries have their own uniform. So as you are listening to me, whatever you like, you feel in your heart, the truth is but one. So, and that one truth is what? Let Nigeria police leave Biafra land, and all the illegal checkpoints and roadblocks they have caused so much problems for Biafrans. I think it is time for them to leave, whether if they like it or not, because that's where it is getting to. As I'm talking with you now, those of you who are listening to me, Biafrans are well prepared to welcome and entertain whosoever that feel to have headache of disobeying the order and the law of Biafra land. We will only send you back to where you belong to. So because why? We have nothing to do with your blood. We have nothing to do with your body. So you go your way. Go back to your own country. And let the Biafrans remain in their own country. It's not by fighting. But if you have decided to fight us to remain in our country, we are going to show you that we are the landlords and landladies. So you cannot come to our country to control us and tell us what to do and what we shouldn't do. It does not happen that way. And because of this superiority complex and inferiority complex of the mentality of Nigeria government and the security forces, that they are born to rule, and meanwhile Igbos are born to serve them. And this is why you see this police terrorist officer. This is a terrorist officer. You see him running in the broad daylight. And where this thing happened is opposite of Junction. That is Ishiagu Junction. That is when you are coming from Enugu State, you're going down to Aba. And when you are coming from Aba, going to Enugu State. So this is where the incident I'm telling you about now happened. And the gallant men from Biafra land have decided, since this is the way they want it, there's nothing they can do about it than for them to follow them the way they come so that they can go. We don't need them. They have killed us enough. They've killed us a lot. And we will not tolerate any kind of insubordination for them to disobey the federal government of Biafra Republic in exile and at home. Because what is happening at home is happening in abroad. And don't forget, some of you have spoken more than your mouth by insulting the Prime Minister and Mazen Amdekan, including I myself. If they said this or that, they should come back to Nigeria and come and do it by themselves. You see, they are doing it and it is working. Why do you then need their presence again, if not that you are a terrorist? Because these statements mostly come from some of the Igbo people's mouth and some of Biafran's mouth. You understand? So I'm telling you that since we are there at home, that the government of Biafra is also at